right now is this time, it's like an upgrade time for everybody. Hey, Kelly. Yay. So many goddesses or, powerful superheroes up in here today. Yes. I just do one more thing. You just got to get the Instagram family online, then we can start. But there's so much, there's so many upgrades going on and different ways of getting into the upgrades that are going on, meaning that, psychically, as far as like development goes, people are feeling it in different type of ways. So it's either like, physically, they might be having some breakdowns, or mentally, they might be having some breakdowns, or, you could just see it all around you. It is just basically time for superheroes to be called out, or even, if you are um, a superhero that's like, even if you laid up, you always doing the work, you always doing the work. Always, there's always stuff going on with people. Um, but there is an upgrade that has happened since February 1st, because February 1st was um, in bulk. So that was the goddess holiday of light. And what that does is bring in the light down to the seed to help the stuff grow from the earth. So we all have that within us as well and within our hearts. So the empathy is starting to well up again within us. One more thing, y'all. Hold on, hold tight. Just trying to get Instagram going. Here we go. Get the Instagram family live. Live. I'm really old school, so here we go. There we go. I'm old school, so it always takes me like a minute to do stuff like this. I'm getting faster, and of course, I do a bunch of things still, but sometimes I just plow through it. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, so we're coming up into the light. The light's coming down into the ground and warming us up and growing us, and we're starting to come push up through things on a psychic level. Um Pushing up through things. Yep, 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 yep. Valerie's saying that folks were really engaged tonight. We were talking about the Black History thing. Um, maybe the Black History thing that we had went to today. People were really engaged. We were really talking about some deep subjects and how we're going to change the world, and that's what's up. That's why I'm doing this right here, right now with y'all, is because I want to empower everybody in order to do their thing and to become stronger and to help other people, because we're all in this together. We're all doing this together. It's not just about, you know, me doing all the work. Charlotte, hi Charlotte. It's not just about me doing all the work, or, it's not, we got a lot of stuff that has to happen in order for us to create change that is going to be sustainable, right? That's what's up. Change for the long term. So, like, this weird stuff, the way our government's running right now, can never ever happen again, right? So we're coming into this time. This is the time of Bridget. This is time of the goddess Bridget, the time of light. Bridget is associated with fire. She is associated with red, the color white. So that's why you still see Valentine's Day. Those are all Bridget's colors. Okay. That's right. Valerie said many of us are healing ourselves and healing our society. That's right. It happens simultaneously. That's the crazy thing. Not all of us are you know, it's not like the guru time where there's this guru who is going to show you the way. It's more like we all showing each other at the same time, hand by hand. We're all working on ourselves to help to work on other people at the same time. But I think a lot of the problems that we're going through, and I will bring this into psychic development because that's what we're here for, right? But a lot of this is has to deal with we are going through a psychological crisis. Okay, where we don't know who we are and what we are. Okay, we don't know. Okay, um, why is this? It's because society feeds us information about who we're supposed to be. So if you're authentic and you're just living your own life and you're doing your own thing the way you want to do it, you're pushing up against, pushing through, okay? And you will feel the pressure of society. You will even feel the pressure of your friends and your loved ones who are like, wait a minute, hold on, no, you can't do that, okay? I can't even tell you how many times somebody has told me that I cannot do something. If I would have listened to that, I would not even exist. I wouldn't even be here right now. Okay? Seriously, right? Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you know? These are people projecting their identity onto you, okay? Projecting their reality onto you because that is the way it's set up for us to understand information, right? When you start getting into this psychic stuff, you start developing your psychic abilities, you realize that you're authentic. You realize how different you are. Okay. There's awesome things that come with it, right? Because you start realizing what your abilities are and how you're going to follow your purpose or your dreams or whatever it is that you're wanting to do through your abilities. But at the same time, society's like, no, mm-mm, no, stop that. You're wrong. You're crazy. You can't fit into this. You better conform to that. So, when you're developing your psychic abilities, you always have to remember that we have these pressures. And don't be ashamed of yourself if you're starting to develop them and you go, oh, wait a minute. This thought process has been blocking me for years from developing this particular part of my potential. This way of thinking has been blocking me from opening up to my own potential. Okay. The faster that we can push through the shame and guilt and all that, because that whole game is another part of the societal madness. Oh, look at this. Rana's here. Hi, Rana. All there are so many powerful people up in this joint. Oh my goodness. This always happens. This always happens. Like it's always the superheroes that come up in here. It's always the women and the goddesses and all these other organizers that come up in here to listen to this. So I feel super super blessed. But that's how I know that that's my reality. That's my reality right now. My reality is that I work with superheroes. What's up, sis, right? I work with superheroes. Today, this woman came to me for a reading at Earth Magic, and she told me what was the book that she said that she did? She wrote a book on how to deal with addiction and drug abuse. Ooh, Matthew Pollard, bonjour. Ça va? Comment vas-tu, Matthew? Ah, France is on. France is on. Yay, France is on Instagram. So anyway, so the superhero, she comes up to me today. She works with alcoholics. She works with people with substance abuse, and she was like coming to me for counseling, okay? But she does heavy, heavy work. She does heavy work. She helps people like on the daily. That's her thing, right? And she's coming to me for counseling. So this is my reality, right? So basically, what I'm saying is as we develop this stuff, you're going to not only develop your own world and your own reality and your own potential, right? But you have to understand what? People are messing me up right now. Rana is in India. Oh my God. India? Oh, we got India. Oh my gosh. We got France. We got India up in here. See, I'm saying it's a worldwide thing. This is worldwide. Oh, we got Pittsburgh. Oh, this is a good night. This is a good night. See, y'all, I knew it was gonna be good like this. I knew it was gonna be good. I knew it was gonna be good like this tonight because I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. So yeah, man, it's getting good. It's getting super good, and the energy is going up, 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 high, 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 high. People are learning about things faster than the speed of light. People's abilities are going faster than the speed of light. People are coming to me and going like, I see this, I see that, this and that is going on. And there's a reason why this is happening, okay? Empathy, right? The empath stuff is coming out in people, and the superheroes, you guys, are holding space for that. So meaning the empath, meaning the heart is opening up in people more and more. And this month, you're going to see more and more people, even within yourself. But this month, more and more people are going to open their hearts. They're going to open their hearts, right? Because this is the time. This is the time of the light. This is the time of Bridget. This is the time of the light coming down, going to the root, going to the seed, and pulling things up. Same thing. The light's going to go into the heart, and pull it out. Pull the love out. So if there's blockages up in there, that's going to come out into the light to be seen, to be healed. Okay, so this is what's coming up on a bigger universal scale psychically. More more empathy. And I always talk about empaths when I come on here, but now for real, this is a serious time of people getting more into their hearts and feeling other people's emotions. And some people who are super blocked up in there are really going to need support. So that's where you guys come in, being supportive, going, I understand how you feel. Yes, 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 yes. Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa. Yes. There are so many powerful people up in here tonight. It's crazy. Um, yeah, but yeah, it's just being supportive for people saying, "Oh, I feel you. I'm there for you." Even in that simple way is going to really just help people not go crazy, right? Because people are going to feel other people's emotions. As an empath, you feel other people's emotions, and you cannot tell the difference between what is yours and what is theirs. So it's important to help them be able to discern what is theirs and what is the other people. And that once again goes into you knowing who you are to begin with. And hey, let me tell you, it's a hard thing to know who you are. Because when you know who you are, you have to go deep inside of yourself and you have to admit things about yourself that are maybe the shadow part of yourself as well, right? But if you're going to be courageous for other people, you need to do that for yourself. If you want to grow psychically, you need to be able to accept your shadow. Hello. You need to be able to accept it and to integrate it. A lot of what's been happening this month with me teaching and stuff like that, and a lot of the stuff that's been coming up with students has been about basically how to balance the light and the dark. And some students talking about the dark like it's, oh no, I don't want to talk about evil. Oh no, I don't want to talk about this other type of thing. I only want to be in the light. I only want to focus on the positive, and this, not, and the other. Well, yes, I feel like I do want this love vibration and I do want positivity, right? Yes. But you have to accept the shadow. You have to accept that and integrate it and have it work for you because then you'll be able to deal with it in a more balanced way. Okay. Even that is within yourself. Okay. Um, especially if you want to, grow more psychically, because you're going to see these aspects all the time, especially the stuff that deals with this particular planet. I won't get into alien stuff because that's a whole nother thing. But when you deal with this earth and the things that happen on it, it's theater of polarities, light and dark, shadow. Okay, shadow stuff happens. As a psychic, when shadow stuff happens, um, to me, um, basically, I'm saying if I see something negative, then I have to assess how to deal with it. And one thing is for sure is I do not let it trigger me, right? But if it does trigger me, then that means that there's something that I've got to work with. I've got to work through within myself. It's not necessarily the thing that's happening. Okay. So that means that I don't blame stuff on negative situations. I learned how it's triggering me, why it's triggering me, and I go deeper into that. And then we grow from it, right? In a practical way, because I'm always trying to like grow as psychically in a woo woo way. Yeah, in a woo woo way. In a woo woo way. I want to grow as psychically in a woo woo way, but I also want to make it practical and down to earth because pretty much everything that happens is a psychic experience. Yeah, everything that happens is a psychic experience. So, okay, let me break it down. When you go to sleep at night, that's a psychic experience because nobody knows why you're sleeping, why you need to sleep. Okay, nobody knows, but everybody sleeps. Animals sleep too. Some of them. So this is a psychic experience that everybody has. Just going to sleep and dreaming. Okay, we all do that. That's pretty practical, right? So, your everyday life is also a psychic experience. Everything you do is a psychic experience. When you look at it that way, watch how things change. When you say to yourself, you think that your normal life, you wake up one day and you think, you think, using your brain, you think that your normal life is no longer normal, then it will no longer be normal. Trust me. Okay? This is just the mind and the perception of the mind and how you perceive things. Okay? Same with the identity. And this is where it gets people. This is the huge block when it comes to growing psychically is you knowing who you are, right? You knowing what you are. This is the block, right? You're going through your normal life, and you're this normal person, and you have this normal identity. Let's just put it that way. You have all these labels, right? You're a mom, maybe you're black, maybe you're white, maybe you're a teacher, you're this, you're that, the other. You have all this all these different labels, right? And something comes into your reality and makes you change your identity. Maybe somebody beat you up one day, and all of a sudden you're a victim. Maybe somebody disrespects you, all of a sudden you're a victim. Okay? Try to understand what archetypes you're playing out. Break it down, start breaking it down so that you can understand who the real you is. We have to start breaking things down on a soul level. Who is your soul? What is your soul? What does your soul want that's different from what your personality wants or what society says that you should want? What does your soul want? This is soul level stuff. I personally would rather um, relate to people on a soul level than relate to people with labels because the soul is so mutable, meaning that it's changeable. It's way more changeable. You can do healing work through the soul. It's deeper when you do stuff like that. Although you can do healing work through archetypes as well. But if you can let yourself try to understand who your soul is, what it wants, when you're being soulful, when you have moments of feeling just being your soul. Let me tell you something. You're probably going to feel free. It's probably going to have something to do with freedom. Yeah, because your soul is free. Guess what? Your soul is free. It's so free. So free. And as a free soul in this world, how do you want to be and how do you want to act and what do you want to grow? So I'm asking you to ask yourself how you want to grow psychically from a soul level. Because when you're doing this, when you're growing from a soul level, it's way more sustainable than from an identity level. Because your soul is going to know more about you and what your potential is than your mind, right? And it might be a quicker switch to the upgrade that needs to happen with you. Okay. So that means a quicker switch means that it might not take so long because the soul can remember things much faster than the mind can. Right. There's so many things. It's like I'm having like a major, I'm having like all these downloads like all at once. It's like, ah! It's like, it's like, let's talk about this. No, let's talk about that. No, let's talk about this. Whew. So much is going down. So much, so much, so much. Um, I did want to talk about shamanism today because I had somebody trolling me on Facebook, and you can go and check out my Facebook page, um, talking about shamanism and appropriation and whatever, whatever, whatever. I don't want to get into the argument, or whatever that is, because I don't really participate in arguments online. Um, but I do want to talk about shamanism because this is some place where I teach psychic development through, and I will be teaching a shamanism class in the spring. We will be doing Dream Theater in the spring at Asheville Community Center Theater, Asheville Community Theater. Um, and in the Dream Theater, we work on our shamanic path. We walk down the shamanic path, and we use that archetype to learn about things and grow our intuition through doing really cool things. It's cool. It's fun. You grow fast psychically that way because it's hands on. You're doing it. You're learning as you go, um, and you learn quickly. Boom, because it's through theater. You learn quickly. So, basically, there was a question about the word shamanism and what that is about, and so I can only say what it is about for me, as it is different for everybody. um, and it is universal. It is spread out all over the world, and it is super, super old. That word. Um, what it is for me is a call. For me, it was a call to so many other things besides the traditional what you might traditionally think it is supposed to be about. Most people think it's about being a medicine man or a medicine person or something like that. Shamanism is counterculture, okay? It's counterculture. So that means it's gonna blow the minds. It blows everything away, like everything that, you know, all the things, the constructs of society. Shamanism does not, it cannot exist within that the constructs of what society puts up for you. It's totally countercultural, and it is free. Okay, it's a free type of thing. You are called by spirit. Okay, you are called by spirit um, to learn how to work multidimensionally. Usually, it's through a near-death experience, and for me, yes, it was a near-death experience. Happened around the age of 15. This happens across the world. Okay, to people. Spirit calls you into a multidimensional state. Usually, for some people, it's in between worlds of dying and for me, it was dream time space. Calls you to a reality, and your teachers, you meet up in that reality. Your teachers are not of this earth. Hello, hello. Your teachers are not of this earth, and they teach you how to walk between worlds and how to come back home to your body. Okay. So you're learning about a multidimensional world through multidimensional teachers. Okay. I call this urban shamanism. And some people, it happens to them, it hits them. And luckily, I had my mom to help me, right? Um, my mom was psychic, but she was not a shaman. She was not on the shamanic path. But her skills or her being open as a psychic helped me. But she could not herself help me to learn what I needed to learn. I had to learn by guides, right? But she was there to support me when it happened, when the call happened. Okay. A shamanic initiation can happen again and again and again. And it sucks. It sucks. It is not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's like your shit hits the fan and all this stuff comes up all at once, and you have to figure out how to take leadership while all of this is going on and claim it and bring spirits in and kick spirits out and say, "Hey, you working for me. This is what we need to do. This, and this, and this, and this." Mhm. The reason why I like it and the reason why I'm talking to bring it up is because the archetype itself helps to balance the light and the dark, and it's something that is very helpful when you're growing your psychic abilities. Mhm, mhm. Yeah, because the shaman is looking at the darkness and the shadow as a friend or as something that it is can work for them. You got dragons, you got, what scary shit going on. The shaman would be like, "Look, what you doing up in here, first of all? You were not called. You just coming up in the joint, acting crazy." Let's say it's a demon, some kind of shit like that. Shaman goes, "What you doing here, first of all? Because you know I got boundaries, and only so and so and so and so can come up in here to work with me, right?" Then the shaman goes, "Well, you since you up in here, you got two choices. One is you get the hell out of my scene, like what you doing up in here, or you gonna work for me. You're gonna shadow dance for me. And when the shit hits the fan, you're gonna be the one to, clean shit up, not me. You're gonna use all that evil and all that stuff to clean shit up." So it's balancing this stuff out. It's going to these other realms where you're dealing with all this stuff and bringing all the information back down to the people to be able to tell a story that they can relate to, a myth, a story in which can change their DNA, where they can start growing their own DNA and let go of all that ancestral shit and evolve into something new. No, I know this is deep. I know it's deep and it's far out there. So if you guys want to ask questions, like ask questions and stuff because there's so much um going on. And a lot of it is experiential as well. That's why, some of it is hard to um articulate because most of it is experiential. So you would have to like do it, okay? Um yeah, but this stuff, it really saves lives, this particular archetype, because so much of us are going through so much stuff, you know? And it helps you to become strong by it basically gives you confidence in your own strength. Let's put it that way. It gives you confidence in your own strength. Yeah. And that's another thing too, as far as developing yourself. And I'm talking the stuff that I'm talking to you guys about. I know it's not I know that a lot of people come to this class because they want the woo woo so bad. And it's totally cool. I understand. Um, I want the woo woo. I want the woo woo. No, actually, I don't want the woo woo. Um, I don't. I get it all the time. It can be too much. But I want everybody to experience things from a grounded point of view. That way it will be sustainable. It won't just be like, oh, one day I saw a ghost or one day I just had this experience. It's about having experiences that are in a continuum that feel safe for you, that are grounded for you. Okay. It's about planting your roots into something and then growing with it. Okay. But there is a commitment level to this process as well. So you need to ask yourself that question once again is what is your commitment level to your ability to grow, your own potential, whatever that is? And what are some of the goals in which you want to grow yourself? What are your goals? I have a bunch of goals that I'm doing all the time, of course. you know? So I'm doing dream study, I'm doing astrology study, all kinds of stuff. I'm growing all that, and all that will be integrated into everything else I do, of course, which it is already integrating into everything else I do, right? Um, those are the ways in which I'm growing psychically. And also, just to be able to um, articulate things to you more and more. There's studying going on with me so that I can articulate it to you in a better way. And also just, understanding how to um, do it in a way in which once again it's going to be sustainable because that's what I'm wanting for every little thing in life right now is like how long is this going to last, because we're used to things that um don't last so long, and that's why our commitment level is kind of like womp womp womp. We don't really want to commit because we don't have to. We don't have to. We don't have to commit anymore to things. But I tell you one thing, you do have to commit to yourself, if anything. You have to commit to yourself. My dad, he used to tell me, and this is a very interesting thing. And my dad, he was an empath. He was a high level empath. Okay. In fact, that's where I got my empathy from. Because when he died, he just gave it to me, boom, and then I was like, whew, feeling stuff. It was heavy. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't want to go anywhere. In fact, that was the time that I was in Paris in France. Yeah, my father had just died, and I went there, and I was so sensitive. I was so vulnerable, and I was very empathic at the time. I just wanted to stay inside. It was terrible. I was in Paris and I just wanted to stay inside. Um, but my dad, he used to say, and he was an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic because of the empathy. Yeah, see, you get it. So it's like he's feeling so much he doesn't want to feel. It's better just to drink than to feel other people's shit, especially if you don't have the skills. So he's an alcoholic, right? And I used to be like, dude, you're an alcoholic. Like, why don't you stop? You need to stop. And he would be like, I'm not an alcoholic. He said, I'm not an alcoholic. I just love to drink. I just love to drink. Whatever with you saying that I'm an alcoholic. I just love to drink. Okay. So, when you're a kid and, you with your parents, you just accept what they're saying because, you know, he used to say, when I wake up in the morning, I'm the only one who has to look at myself in the mirror every day. I always remember that because it's a way for me to understand how to stay in your truth. You're the only one that got to look at you. You're the only one who has to deal with you at the end of the day. That is what he was trying to say. I'm the only one who really has to deal with me no matter what judgments people put on me. Right? So this is what I was working with my dad. Now, my dad is such a smart, intelligent man. This is why I could not be like, "Well, you're an alcoholic, whatever. I know what I'm." No, when somebody tells you, "Oh, no, you don't label me. This is what I am. I just like to drink." What can you say? They're in their truth. That's who they think they are, right? What can you say? You know? Oh, you can only say, and this is what I told him. Yes, you're right. You love to drink, but this is how it's affecting us, right? Accept who you are. That's where you're starting from. This is where you're starting from. Because no matter what, when you start to grow, you're gonna go, you're gonna, stuff is gonna come up, you know? And I'm just telling you guys this so that you are ready for when stuff comes up and you can hold space for yourself when stuff comes up, you know? You can be honest with yourself about when stuff comes up because it's easier to bounce back from stuff when you know who you are and you accept who you are, you know? When I was going through the empathy thing, when I was feeling other people's emotions for the first time. And then I'm such a high level empath that if I go to a bar and I hang out with somebody who's drunk, I could feel drunk. Cheap date is a cheap date. Or if there is some kind of if people are on hallucinogenics, I can feel high like them or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Um, I do protection. I do a protection bubble around myself. You can do a protection bubble around yourself. And the protection bubble will help you so that you will not merge with things. And that's a shamanic thing as well. The merging, we merge with things, not take it in. 10%. Yeah. So you don't merge with things, but you still feel things. So, you still feel things, but you won't take it personally because you have not merged with it. Right? You go, oh, somebody in here is feeling like funky. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna mind my own vibration, which is another empath trick. Mind your own vibration. You know how they tell you to mind your business? You're gonna mind your own vibration when you're empath. And if you can mind your own vibration, if you know what your vibration is to begin with, so you decide when you wake up in the morning, this is what my vibration, blah, this is what my vibration is gonna be. This is how I'm gonna start my day. This is where I'm at. I'm in joy today. Usually I will use fascination because I'm a mental intuitive. That's my first intuition that was built up. Okay, mental intuitive and being a mental intuitive and also being audio voyant. But that's a part of being an empath, physical intuitive as well. But the mental intuitive, that's the ability to use your brain, to be smart about things and stuff like that. And so I always need some mental stimulation to keep me going. So what I ask for with my empathy is to feel fascinated. So when I wake up in the morning, I pray for this, I pray for that, and I pray for a fascination. And every day, something fascinating happens. And that's when I know I'm in alignment with the things that I'm wanting, or the things, or who I am, right? Because I said I want fascination. That's what I want today. That's what I want. Okay, you're telling the universe this is what I want. There was a guy on YouTube channeling the Archangel Uriel, and he was saying that the earth is on water and water is not on the earth. The earth is on water. Water is not on the earth. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Because when you think about it, and as far as being an empath goes, we're pretty much just liquid anyway, right? So we're these liquid beings living on this liquid planet. It's all about moving and flowing. You must ask yourself, what is your currency? What is your emotional currency? If you were a sea or an ocean, what would your ocean be like? Somebody said to me today, "Oh, I feel like the ocean today." And I asked them, "What ocean do you feel like?" Because I don't feel like the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is cold. You get only a couple of days to swim in that. Just a couple of days. You never know what it's gonna be like, but mainly it's cold. I don't wanna be the Atlantic Ocean. If it's gonna be cold, it's okay, alright. I'm not, cold is good too. But if you're gonna be cold, you might as well be very, very cold and be in Antarctica. I mean, like, that cold, Be very, very be where the icebergs are. I'll be an iceberg, okay? Emotionally, be an iceberg. What would that be like? And most people are like, "Oh, but that's cold. That's too cold. That's too cold." You don't wanna be an iceberg. But maybe I need that. Maybe I need to be an iceberg so people stop messing with me. Maybe I'm too open, maybe I'm too flowy, and then I got all kind of things coming all up in my stuff. But if I'm an iceberg for a moment, doesn't have to be like all day or for the rest of my life or anything like that. But if emotionally I'm an iceberg, then I'm holding myself down a little bit. I'm crystallizing my energy into a big old iceberg, crystallizing it, holding it down, securing it, making it solid, making the emotion solid. See what I'm saying? So instead of feeling like empathy is woo woo, like, and pulling everything in all the time, it could actually be like, move out of my way. I'm an iceberg. I'm coming your way. Just move out of my way. I'm doing stuff. Move out of my way. Right? Or it could be that you're lava, you're hot lava. I have Cancer rising and a Leo sun. I'm lava most of the time. Okay. Liquid fire. I'm always talking about to empaths about um, looking at themselves elementally, like that. I'm lava. I'm liquid lava. When I get mad, I'm liquid lava. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Mm-hmm. It's fire. I blow up. Then I start flowing into that, into the sea, into the Cancer. And then I start creating new things out of that, new islands, new landscapes, new emotional landscapes out of the lava that's which is gonna make things happen. That's the magic behind everything right now. Yes, it is mental. Okay, people were talking about the law of attraction and thoughts, and we are our thoughts and stuff like that. But you have to understand that the thoughts are just a mechanism of the mind. It's like pooping. You're gonna think. You're gonna think, right? So you don't want to put shame or guilt on top of that. But it's the emotions behind the thought that make the magic happen for you. So you can use all those emotions as an empath to actually create things if you want to get into that, right? There's no way to teach psychic development truly um, without also teaching magic. Yeah. It just goes hand in hand, especially if you want it to be something that is sustainable. Otherwise, you would grow yourself and not have any tools of which in order to um, evolve yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna end out because it is already. Oh my God, yeah, it's not. It's 10 o'clock, and all of my things are. All of my stuff here is is going. Like my batteries are running out. That's what I'm trying to say. My batteries. So do you guys like this hat? This is like a very Asheville hat. I never wear this hat. This is like Asheville style, Asheville style hat. What? Is that Ulu? Ulu just came on here. What? Oh my goodness. Hi. There's like so many superstars up in here right now. There's so many superstars. Oh my gosh. Yes, we just had the Black History thing at the block. It was so good. Um, yeah, I'm getting ready to end, girl. You can check it out. When I stop this, you can check it out. Yeah. Yo, there's so many like activists on here right now and just people who organize and people who are so super inspiring. It's just amazing. Like I'm so blessed. Like I can't believe it. That's how I walk through the world thinking, you know, yes, much peace and love to you too. Yes. That's how I walk through the world knowing that the world is going to change. It's because of y'all. Yeah, it's because of y'all. I know the world's going to change because of the people who are on this chat up in here. This gives me hope and inspiration. And not only does it do that, oh man, I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I'm so serious. Like, but it does that. I mean, it also really maintains my own innocence. That part of me that really still believes in love. Oh my God, it's you. It's you. It's you. You do that, right? We hold that space for oh no, Holly is on here. Holly is on here? Get out of here. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys see, you guys are late. I'm gonna have a late class all the time. I'm gonna have a late class all the time because this is my late night people who are on here. Holly is on here. I can't believe it. Hi, Holly. I Holly Holly and I, we were at the reservation. We went to Pine Ridge Reservation and we taught 1 year. Yeah, it was so good. And Holly and I have been all over the world together, actually, touring and stuff like that. And she's a powerhouse. She is a powerhouse. This woman, all of you are so. Oh God, Savannah's on here too. Oh my God, everybody comes on at 10 o'clock. You guys are night owls. I can't believe it. I'm about to end the class because I have been doing like three and this is my third event of the day. I've been running my mouth all day. Right, Savannah's saying that she learned that she's a shaman. We're talking about shamanism today because somebody has been trolling my page trying to tell me about appropriation, about the word shamanism. And I'm like, well, don't tell me about appropriation. I'm a black woman. Give me a break. Give me a break. I love you too. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Yes, 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 yes. I got so many powerhouses on here. I got moms up in here. I got artists up in here doing their thing. Yeah, you know how we roll. Yo, it's like this. I know people it just, it's kind of like this. I had like I've been doing light Reiki level 1 and level 2 last week, fairy light twice this week. It's like once your vibration starts to like really shine and you start shining and stuff like that, man, people come out or whatever. I don't know, maybe they're channeling some stuff or whatever, probably. I don't know. But they come out with their little opinions about this, and that, and the other. That's why I'm trying to tell you just to like know yourself, be in your truth, because there people will always trying to like knock you down, right? It's like stand in your ideas, know your ideas, know who you are, know what your ideas are, so that when people come at you, and they will, and as a light worker especially, um, you need to be able to tell them, "Hey, no, this is what I'm about." Boom, you know? Um, and whatever the thing that's on Facebook is all about just somebody being I'm open to people's points of view. Yes. Please tell me your point of view. But what I'm not open with is when people get rude about whatever it is they got to say. And that doesn't help anybody. That doesn't make social change because nobody wants to hear it when it's coming out of some kind of really ignorant, funky point of view. If somebody's being ignorant about how they're saying something to you, you know? That's not social change. That doesn't create social change. That makes people wanna run away. Like, who wants to hear you know? And especially, for people who are doing the work, for people already doing the work, all of y'all up in here, all of y'all do the work. All of y'all help people on some serious levels. You help people. So many good people up in here tonight. I swear to goodness. But it's like we're working at such a hard level, and then you have some troll saying this and that because they don't have the courage to say it to your face. Just say it to my face. What you got to say? Come on. I'm ready for a debate. I love debates with intellectual people, with smart people. I don't fight with people that are not smarter than me. Yeah. Yeah, I said it like Hulk Hogan. I said it like Muhammad Ali. Don't fight with somebody who's not as smart as you are. There's no point. There's no points. There's no point. There's no point. There's no point. I would rather just be like, uh-huh, and continue because I got um I got so much stuff going on. Um, you know, heavy situations, people coming to me saying they trying to commit suicide, people about to end their marriages, stuff like that, and trying to focus on that versus focusing on um, the difference between this word and that word, whether that's appropriate or appropriation or not. I just don't have time for it. Just write a book, write a book, write a book if you want me to learn something about it. Write a book. I'll read your book, but don't mess up my flow with your ideas. Who's oh Savannah? Savannah, thank you so much. You know you're awesome. Oh, the video. Yeah, yeah. I gotta get off of this because I don't have enough juice in my caboose and on all of these machines. So it's like my Facebook is done, my Instagram live is done. So I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for showing up. And I'm gonna do late night classes since I know that all of y'all who rock. Don't sleep at night. I know that y'all are all up and out doing your thing. You're like me. I know that all of y'all are like me and don't sleep at night, or all of y'all are like me and you work, 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 and then you get on the shit, right? Whether it's like even if you're a mom and you're like with your kid in the morning and for real. For real. This is for real. But keep doing what you're doing, keep shining. If you guys have any questions that you want me to if you ever have any questions, I'm open to that. Just me too, Savannah saying, I come alive in the night. Right? Yes, and then you think I take care of the kids in the day, but she don't really wake up till like, oh my God, yeah, phew. But I feel you because I'll be teaching sometimes in the day. Sometimes I do substitute teaching, and I'm teaching the kids in the day. Ugh, I have to get up. It's for middle school. I have to get up super early and teach the middle school kids, and they're looking at you like, and I'm looking at them like, oh, what are you looking at? Right. And then had stayed up at like what time? Stayed up at like I don't know what time, till 2 or something, then have to go to work and be with the kids at 8 AM. What? Yeah. Oh gosh. I think that's why they hire me for middle school because 'cause I'm such a zombie, in the morning. I'm like, "Well, don't talk to me. Sit down. Be quiet." Right. Nah. I've got, yeah, I have no time remaining on here, so I gotta let you all go. Yes. Instagram. Well, there were a lot of people on Instagram tonight. I got to do these late night classes. That's what's up. So I love y'all. I didn't even eat today. I didn't eat any food today. That's how you know it's real rock and roll day. That's why I don't fast because as much anymore because I know there's going to be at least one day that I'm like super busy that I don't even eat. So I'll probably eat something before I go to bed so that I can actually sleep. But love y'all so much. And just like I said, if you guys ever have any questions, Savannah's like, Bob, eat, Bobby. Oh my Lord. I know. I'm seriously just going on, glow and light right now. I love you too. I love you guys so much. I seriously do. And I love and respect you. And I know what you're doing. I know that you're doing a good job. I know that all of you are. Have a good night, y'all. And just like I said, if you ever have any kind of questions or anything like that, let me know. I do have some stuff going on. So if you have questions about the stuff that I have going on, please ask me, Bobby, what do you have going on? Okay. Like, because I have classes and stuff like that, but I've been so busy that I haven't even really made the um, invites and stuff like that. So it's all been like word of mouth and stuff about all the stuff going on. I think I'll be teaching tantra. I'll be teaching tantra on Sunday, sexy goddess on the 13th, and another Reiki level 1 and level 2 at the end of the month. So and a bunch of other events. Yes. So I'll talk to y'all later. Love you, respect you, and be good and grow, 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 glow, glow, glow. Oh, I'm still trying to end this. It's like